Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Rebels will be in a hole thanks to that short return. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience.
He's going to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback.
Coming out aggressively. And it's caught inside the 30. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touch.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Trying to burn this defensive back. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. The tag. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bridges. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense there, lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll run it to the right. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is, too.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense takes matters into their own hands. This time, it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass, extending the play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Might as well give it to him again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They go to the ground. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. 2nd and short now after that completion. They'll go to the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the university.
Reels it in down the left side. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can and a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
2nd down coming up. Hand off from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looking for a man. It's Ford. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you...
Right down the gut of the field. The 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the tee.
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. To the air, it's Ford. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Georgia! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, rotate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
The receiver on the jet sweep. Tackle was made after the first down.
This defense is in for a long day because they're not going to have to only play with great awareness and eye discipline. They're going to have to be willing to run sideline to sideline and have to try to shut down receivers like that on jet sweeps.
Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's going up top. Makes the catch down the right side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Here comes the hurry up. The play action fake. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense lining up quickly. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. It's complete. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Rebels. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
After that latest answer, tied things up. Just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to cross.
Got a lot of running room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. Buys a little time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to throw. It's Ford. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Slams it ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? They want to power it in on the ground on third and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On second down, looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Unleashes one. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Ford. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Touch pass on the jet sweep, and they're able to make the tackle. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bridges. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot. Afterburners coming. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's going to pass. Quarterback extends the play. The throw. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the give off the left side. Open space at the 25. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. To the air, it's Ford. Throws to the wideout. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They're trying to get to it. He's moving out of the pocket. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Dances away from one. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. They'll try the run. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll pull it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to...
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Dropping back, it's Ford. He'll pull it down and run. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense in hurry-up mode. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Looking for the 2-point try.
And what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offense.
And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. Back to throw, it's Ford. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Coming after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab at the 30. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Over 100 yards receiving, and he's doing it in style, David.
And the defense has no answer. Now you're going to break that out on them? You're going to lay out, catch the football? I mean, insane body control.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Also 2 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch?
And he's got it! Touchdown Bulldogs! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. If we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Central Michigan is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble because unless I'm reading that scoreboard wrong, that does not look very good. They're trailing by 15 to Oregon State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
The Rebels are in the hurry up. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass.
Is incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to pass. It's Ford. Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive and trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his...
He wants to go deep. Snags it inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Dogs! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get...
And it's picked off for the third time today.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Might be looking to run. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10.
Green 25.
He wants to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
Oh, he left him grabbing.
This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense.
Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this is why I love having a quarterback that can make plays. I mean, he's so dynamic that I give him the ball in design runs like this, and you got to guard the whole field now. You got to guard everybody because he can still throw it, and he walks into the end zone and gets the big touchdown.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Coming to the line looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Oh, look out, there he goes! Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Wide open downfield. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. On the option, he'll toss it. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And it should be very doable for this offense to pick up a couple of inches, get the first down, and put away the game. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success.
Touchdown Bulldogs! And the route is on. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And down he goes back at the 3. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Trying to take it back. And he is brought down.